The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rina Valentin, your Café con Leche and host for the next hour. And we've got lots to share with you today on Open, the show that brings you all the best in New York City and the world straight to your home. And here's a look at what's coming up on today's show. First up, we'll highlight some events happening in this weekend in our Open Weekend Preview, and then we'll learn about some sugary fashion that will delight everyone's inner child. And the winner of the Best Actress Award at the Harvest Festival will be here to talk to us about her winning play, They Call Me Q. And Bobby C stops by with his week's sports roundup. And finally, we wrap up the show with a funky groove in our Open Artist Spotlight, so stay tuned. All that is coming up next, because now we are officially open. Got a fun show ahead, but remember to keep in touch with us and visit us online by going to bronxnet.org, or send us a little chirp and tweet us at BronxNet TV and or me personally at Rina Valentin. Also remember to like us on Facebook. So we're gonna get right into it because we've got some great events to spotlight and things to do in our Open Weekend Preview. First up, the Bronx International Film Festival. That's right. They were pushed back from the beginning of November due to Hurricane Sandy. And, this festival is celebrating its 10th year, providing a new avenue for filmmakers and audiences alike. The festival will be taking place Thursday through Saturday this weekend. That's December 6th through December 8th at 8 p.m. And the locations for the screening is the Lovinger Theater at Lehman College, which is located at 250 Bedford Park Boulevard in the Bronx. And for more details, you can go to bronxstage.com. Next, it's the Bronx Scan. That's right. That's the Bronx Sickle Cell Anemia Health Network, a New Covenant Dominion Church health screening. That's happening at the New Covenant Dominion Church at 166 and 168th Street and Boston Road in the Bronx. And there will be food, refreshments, gifts, and Santa Claus will be on hand to make sure your holiday season is a safe, happy, healthy, and fun one. And that's happening on December 7th from 12 noon to 5 p.m. And finally, it's the Christmas season when you can hear the choir singing. That's right. A Bronx Messiah will be performed at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts, featuring the Bronx Opera Chorus and the Orchestra of the Bronx. This Bronx tradition is celebrating its 8th anniversary. The performance of, Frederick Handel's seasonal masterpiece starts at 3 p.m. on Sunday, December 9th at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts, which is located at 250 Bedford Park Boulevard West in the Bronx. And for more information, they can be found by going to lehmancenter.org and or by calling 718-960-8833. And, that's all we have for today, but be sure to enjoy this winter weather before, the snow keeps us all inside our houses. I don't know, it's raining out there, but this weather's been awfully radical, so make sure you get out there and enjoy whatever festivities are happening. All right, so we are actually going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are actually going to learn a little bit about some sugary jewelry. Yeah, that's really interesting. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Did you find the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yep.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster.
Did you know that getting up and getting active for just 60 minutes a day is all it takes to help you get stronger, look better, and feel great?
Or that fresh fruits and veggies aren't just healthier and crunchier, they can taste better too?
Eating better and getting more active is easier than you think.
Yeah! Keep watching for some fun and easy ways to discover the magic of healthy living in your life.
America.
Let's get healthy together!
Outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Hello, welcome back to Open, and Reina Valentin here, and we are gonna talk a little bit about roaming panda. Interesting. Born and raised in the Bronx, our first guest created his own world fun triggered by childhood loves of cartoons and Japanese culture. And so let's welcome to the show Jerome Solomon, founder of Roaming Panda.
How you doing?
Hi, welcome. So, just to kick it off, we need to know what your fascination with Japanese culture, when that came about.
That came about when I was young. I grew up watching I grew up on like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and just everything from my childhood, like Dragon Ball Z. And like everything, but I love everything about Japan. Like all my inspiration and ideas, like I'm always reading like mangas, and I just love everything about Japan. So it started like when I was young, and it's still like the best to me.
No, it's interesting because you've actually taken the Japanese influences and urbanized it.
Yeah, which
is very cool. So just take us a little bit on your journey leading up to this wonderful fashion design.
Well, I'm a self-taught artist. I've been doing art since I can remember, and like I said, all my inspiration comes from. I get inspiration from everything: pop art, fashion, movies, like pretty much everything. And as far as like how this idea came about, I'm always like making random things or whatever, and this idea actually started as a joke. It's just that people liked it, so I just went with you got to do what people what works, and I made it as a joke. It started back in 2009. I just made a ring for myself just for fun, and I actually made it out of real gummy bears.
Out of real gummy bears,
but I sealed it with acrylic, and I just wore it out, and people liked it.
Right.
So I just kept going forward with that, and then I got this design. I currently do all the design and molds and stuff myself. Right. It's still the first stage of design. I'm working on redesigning it overseas, but I just got it produced, and by 2010 I put up a website, and as soon as I put it out, I just started getting press, and I was getting orders for my site, and I just kept pushing with that. But it's also like I'm building a brand of business, but because it wasn't planned, like they said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I didn't like plan this, so like I'm right now working on structuring my business and everything so I could do it the right way. But it's it's already out there and people like it, so you know, I'm just.
It's really exciting. It's really
Yeah.
exciting, and you know what? I appreciate that you're saying, oh, you know, fail to plan, plan to fail, because I guess when you put this together, you didn't think it was going to launch on the scale that it did. Because I mean, how does that feel to have people like Katy Perry rocking your stuff?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I know it's cool. I actually have like a lot of cooler ideas than this. You know, it's cool, but I mean, I didn't know. Like, you know, I didn't know, but. You know, people liked it, so once I first
I know, but
put it
she
out,
really likes your stuff. I mean,
she loves
she's
my
like,
stuff.
she's rocking it in all the magazines.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's like one of my clients actually. So if I put out any new product, I could send her. And I have no idea. Actually, all the celebrities all the press and celebrities that's wearing my stuff, like I don't have a PR enough, and so I don't know how she got it. Like I'm assuming her stylist possibly purchased it because my product's already been sold in a ton of stores in Japan. I've sold in a ton of stores around the United States. So I'm assuming someone purchased it for her because that's her whole thing is candy. And they just contacted me or whatever and was like, you know, they wanted high resolution images of the product. And, you know, it just went from there.
I know, it's funny to see Chris Brown wearing
Oh,
it
yeah,
as
I know.
well. I saw
Yeah,
an
that's
image of
pretty
Chris
funny.
Brown. Well, you know, Chris
Yeah.
Brown wearing a gummy
And
bear
then-
rig.
Yeah, and then like
Can
the
we
whole-
show that image of Chris Brown? Let's see if they can find it.
And the whole thing with the brass knuckle thing, that kind of like just happened on its own because my idea actually was just a 3-finger ring, but like people just always constantly send gummy knuckles. So I guess it's kind of funny. And
Gummy knuckles.
Yeah. And
oh, there's
cops-
the image of Chris Brown rocking it with
Yeah.
his peace sign.
Yeah, and cops always like think it's a weapon too. I get stopped by cops a lot. They think it's a weapon, but then they let
Okay,
me.
but
they
you
just
used to be
laugh.
one of those people that wore like the brass. You know, I'm
No,
from
I
that
never
era.
actually. No,
So you didn't wear. I'm
I never
from that
wore
era,
brass
so.
knuckles. Yeah, I didn't. But the thing was, that was my inspiration at the time when I was. When I made this ring, I actually was wearing a 4-finger ring out of plastic. So that I guess that's where my inspiration came. But I never did that in the past. Like, you know, the gold brass. I never did nothing like that. But
Are you old enough to understand that era?
yeah, the 80s. Yeah. It's cool. It's
No,
cool.
no, because you know I used to rock my name on 4,
Oh,
on a
yeah,
4
yeah.
brass knuckle,
Yeah,
right?
I
because
know,
that
yeah.
was the style with the name
is
belts,
cool, yeah, the
you know,
name belt
and
and
the
earrings.
Pumas and the thick
Yeah.
laces.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just checking to see if you were from that era. Anyway, it's really cool that you revived it though,
Yeah.
and you've made it into this fun, friendly, colorful, artistic. You know, really
it's pop art.
unique.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, you can put this on display and it could stand on its own, and
Yeah, it speaks
instead
for-
you have people rocking it, which is hot. That's
Yeah.
hot.
It speaks for itself. So, you know, pretty much.
All right, so you have rings, you have some chains here. I just want to show some people some chains.
Bracelets.
Let's see.
I have earrings. I do anything like.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Gummy bears. Oh, let's look at the bracelets. Okay, I don't know if they're going to be able to pick it up, but the gummy bears are actually inside the bracelet, and I've seen images of other celebrities wearing this as well. I don't know if they could see, but the gummy bears are in there. How do you get it to?
Yeah, I actually work with a company in Canada who embeds it for me. I don't actually do the embedments myself.
Right.
That's too much.
Right.
But. Yeah, that idea, I don't know, that idea just sparked. I have so many ideas. This is just a few of my
And
designs.
then you have your little gummy bear pouch.
Yeah. I'm trying to like basically build like a whole gummy brand. Like I'm gonna soon eventually go into clothing too. Like this is actually a hoodie I designed right here.
Right. Yeah, I saw that you also have images of like pandas of different like personalities. Like they see like one looks sexy. She kind of like look like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I'm trying to build a world of lifestyle brand. You know, it's not just about the jewelry. Like, cause eventually, like as far as like jewelry is not my only thing. This is just what I'm doing now. But I have ideas. Like I want to eventually do like a cartoon. So I'm working on building a world of characters, and so that's where that whole idea came about. Is but it's still it's like an evolutionary process. It's not.
Okay, so roaming panda. Okay, now why is everything about the pandas?
Oh, no, it's
and
just,
bears. I mean,
bears.
I know I get that it's Japanese influence,
I
but
mean,
you seem to have a thing with bears.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bears. I mean, bears are cool. I mean, who doesn't like teddy bears and things like that? So I mean, it's just that it worked. It's just a play. The whole Roman panda is just a play off words of my name. The whole idea of a panda Roman, but I mean, like. It just worked with the name. Like people thought like I actually wanted that I meant like the gummy bears were pandas, but that's not really like what I was like the message I was trying to get across. But I don't know, it just works to me and people like it, so I'm just doing it. Like the name just people like the name and whatever. So
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in a couple of years now that you're structuring? As I put my jewelry on.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping.
I'm feeling this. This is so hot. Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that. Tell us a little bit about, real quick, where you see this going now that you're organizing and structuring.
Well, I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on redesigning this and having it manufactured overseas. So in the future, I hope I'll have like a few stores selling this, and I just hope that I'm able to produce all my projects, because I have a ton of projects that all fall under the umbrella of Roman Panda, and they all tie together. So it's a big project. So that's where I hope in a few years I'll be able to, accomplish all of my ideas and dreams.
All right. So what would you like our guests to be left with regarding your products and your business venture?
Yeah, if you want to know anything about Roman Panda, you could go to my website. It's www.romanpanda.com, and if you have any questions about anything, you can just email me, and Twitter, Roman Panda, Facebook, Roman Panda, Instagram, Roman Panda, just Roman.
Nice. All right, Jerome, I want to try one of those.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Which one?
Try this one.
No, it has to match my gear if I'm going to wear it for the rest of the show.
I do have colors like brown. I have any colors, but this, yeah.
All right, I'm going to rock this one today.
Cool.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Yes, loving it. All right. Thank you, Jerome Solomon.
No problem.
All right. Once again, for more on Roaming Panda, check out their website by going to roamingpanda.com. All right. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll be talking to the woman behind They Call Me Q here on Open.
This is so cool, Dad. Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
For you. Hey, Mom.
You know, girls, I used to cheer back in my day. Ready? Okay!
That was amazing. Mom, that was amazing.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So here are the keys. Congratulations, it's officially yours. I'm sure you'll have many happy years here. Except for you, because you'll be gone 3 years from now, struck down by the same disease that got your father. So you won't be around for them. And sadly, it could have been detected early with a simple test. But you didn't have it. Okay, who wants to check out the backyard?
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
Hello, welcome back to Open. Karina Valentin here. Our next guest won the Best Actress Award at the Harvest Festival last month for her one-woman show called They Call Me Q. We now welcome Kurat and Kadwani to the show. Hello.
Hello.
Was that the correct pronunciation?
It was very nice.
Just making sure.
Rina.
Kurat. No, welcome. We are really excited to have you here. And congratulations on winning.
Thank you so much. It was so exciting to win. I felt like I was winning the Tony Award. You know, it was a festival in Long Island City. It was a Harvest Festival competition thrown by the Variations Theater Group over 2 weeks, and it was just so exciting at the final round to sort of win the Best Actress Award. It was
Well, we're really excited for you. We actually announced you while you were in your run.
Oh,
so
yes,
it's
I know.
We're
Thank
happy to have you here as the winner afterwards.
Whoop, whoop.
Bravo, yes. Okay, we only hear my applause, but that's okay. You know, we're just proud to have a BX-born woman of color, repping the different cultures of what we call New York City. So now, they call me Q.
Yes.
Is that because Quarat was a little difficult for people to pronounce?
Absolutely, and I also like how you say that. They call me Q. It's a fun title, right?
Yeah,
it's catchy.
it is, totally.
You know, I titled it that because you're absolutely right. People slaughtered my name growing up. I've had so many different variations that people have used. But the essence of that title is sort of that it's they call me blank. You know, it's a universal story. It's the story about my life in a way, but it's the story about your life. It's the story about everyone's life. Everyone can relate to the idea of possibly not fitting in when they're growing up, trying so hard to become like everyone else, which is what I went through, and also having the pressures of their own culture, and trying to find a middle ground and just finding out how to be happy with being yourself.
Okay, so give us a little background, your descent, and also how long you've been in the Bronx, because
Yes.
you actually had to, merge both cultures,
Absolutely.
right? So because we can all relate. So it's going to be interesting to hear from your perspective.
Yeah, I was born in India, actually, and I immigrated here with my family when I was 3 years old. I grew up in the Bronx. I went to elementary school, junior high school, and high school right here in the BX. So it was a very urban environment. I had a lot of pressures growing up. I'm not going to lie. I hid a lot of fights from my parents. They're very traditional.
That's so funny. It isn't hidden anymore.
You have to do what you have to do. It's tough.
Right. Well, that's the survival skills.
It is.
Being, of an urban upbringing, period. It just is.
It is. And it builds character at the end of the day.
Right.
It makes you a stronger person. And I always say, thank you, because you just gave me a play.
Right. There you go. And your play actually has like 13 characters,
Yes.
right? That's a lot of characters.
It's a lot of characters.
Fit into 1 hour. So give us a little taste of what type of characters people should be looking forward to.
Yeah, when I first started writing the play, it was just me. It's me narrating my play, my story. And as I started writing it and developing it, I thought, you know what? I started thinking about people who entered my life. My parents, obviously, they're in my life, so they're two of my characters. Loosely based, I want to say 1% of it is true. I have kids that I grew up with. I have a character named Catherine, who is the bully it was my first fight growing up when I was like 8 years old, I have my Caucasian teachers who also impacted how I grew up and how I felt about myself. I have African-American friends that I grew up with when I was in high school, when I was in college. I have a character who I term the urban intellect. We all know that from the Bronx, everybody has these stereotypes that maybe people are not intelligent, but really we have a very strong perspective. We have a very strong outlook on the way that we see the world.
Right.
And I also have a variety of Indian women that I play. I went to India after college and I met so many different people, my Indian friends, Indian street vendors, and all of this, as I was writing the play, just came together to create a variety of characters that really show their own storylines, their own perspectives, in a way to further the main character, Q, her journey in life to gain self-acceptance.
The beauty of what you're doing and what you're sharing with us is that we also believe in the social awareness through the arts.
Yes.
And the fact that it's coming from your voice as Q, but yet you're actually inclusive of everybody else who's played a role in Q's development, I'm sure is a sight not to be missed.
Yes, it's
especially
very
if
exciting.
you're doing them all. Oh my goodness.
It's very
13.
exciting. Technically speaking, I sort of morph into these characters by changing my physicality, changing vocal quality. I become my mother. You have to study 2 points, not good enough. So and I become the urban intellect, which is very, very thug life. you know. So it's all about physicality and vocal quality. I have a few props as well. It's very fast paced in the 60 minutes too. So it's like I'm in it to win it. You know, it's a roller coaster ride that I take the audience on, and it's not just dramatic. It's funny as well.
Can you do the thug one more time for me, please? please.
I'll do one line.
Go, do thug. Go.
You want me to enunciate that as an ethnic woman, I am constantly reminded in this socio-political realm that perhaps subconsciously, yet pervasively, I am reduced to the other. How was that?
You can tell you're trained. You
Oh,
can tell you're a highly trained performer.
Thank you.
And we applaud you for taking the time to invest in the development of being able to present and perform at that level.
Thank you. I wanted to portray characters who are real. I didn't want to play a stereotype. I wanted to play real people. A lot of the characters are a combination of multiple people that I've met. And I wanted to really be truthful. You know, when I worked with my directors, I actually have two directors, Obaid Kadwani and Claudia Gaspar, we really focused on finding the truth of the character, being, being realistic in that way, and really honing in into what they really want in life.
Nice, because, you know, that is something universal.
Yes.
It's universal regardless of what their backgrounds are.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. Now, you won this festival,
Yes.
and from what I saw, you're actually going to be presenting in Montreal and
Yes.
Florida, is it?
Yes, Orlando.
Oh, so please share. Where are you off to now?
Right, so I have an upcoming New York City show on January 10th.
Mm-hmm.
It's produced by The Inspired Word, which is produced by
Geffner.
Mike Geffner.
Yes,
exactly,
we know him.
And it's a special event, so I'm really excited about that. It's taking place at 1&1 downstairs Nexus Lounge on 1st and 1st. It's going to be January 10th, which is a Thursday night. And then I'm awaiting confirmation. I can't speak about it right now because I don't have the official confirmation, but I'm going to most probably be going somewhere very warm in February. Somewhere very exciting. Can't wait to disclose that.
You know, lucky you're going someplace warm and it's work related. It doesn't
Exactly.
get any better than that.
Work and play. Orlando in May and Montreal in June, as well as a bunch of other festivals that are pending confirmation.
On They Call Me Q.
On They Call Me Q.
This is so awesome. Congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming back to the BX and
you.
sharing your lovely, inspiring story and yes, your endeavors of where you're heading off to, because prior to all these, prior to us getting on air, she shared that, the final destination hopefully is Broadway. So.
Absolutely. I really hope that. I majored in theater in college. I've been performing since I was in high school. Actually, when I was a kid, I was always like that kid in school, like running around in the chorus and the orchestra. I was like everywhere.
Yeah.
Plus, it probably didn't help that I always had a green and gold outfit on that
Right.
my mother would put on. I was that
With
kid.
a bindi?
Oh, yeah. The whole deal. Gold jewelry. My mother's like, please wear it. Why not? You have it. Wear it. I was that kid. So, when I majored in theater in college, you have that passion. Renat, you just have that passion inside you. And when I developed this play, first of all, I'm very focused on the text. I want it to be strong. I'm not going to put myself out there where I'm the only performer on stage if it's something weak. So I really believe now in this play, in the universality of it. Everybody who's been coming, it's male, female, young, old, different ethnicities, they're all coming to me afterwards saying, your story spoke to me. One part or the other speaks to them. They find it, they're moved by the multicultural aspect.
There's a relation,
Yes.
because when you're from the BX, you're just from the BX. It doesn't
right.
matter what your cultural background is.
It's true, and it's even beyond being from the BX. Even
It's New York.
It's about New York. It's about
the world.
It's about
It's
dealing.
about humanity.
It's about exactly. It's about the ups and downs of life.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Renat? We've
yes,
all gone
yes.
through things in life. We've all gone through terrible things. I've had lots of difficult experiences in my life that have made me really sad and really angry. And I have to remind myself that life is still beautiful, that there are people who will always love me, and there's always someone who thinks that you are beautiful, and you have to hold on to that.
Right.
You have to hold on to that to achieve what you want in life. And that's truly the message of the play, and I think that's why audiences are loving it so much, because that's the theme. through anything that you go through in life, you can really come up on top.
Beautiful. Thank you. I couldn't have said it any better. Woo! All right. That was so wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And once again, to keep up with all of Kirat's future endeavors, you can either follow her on Facebook at Q Kadwani, and or you can go to qkadwani.com, which is where all of her information is. And her website's actually a lovely website to visit, so I highly recommend that you guys scroll through it. It's very interesting. All right, we have to take a quick break, but Bobby C Sports Roundup is next. We'll be right back.
Welcome home, man.
When it's time for lunch, a sandwich is a quick and easy choice. And with the right ingredients, it can be good and good for you. So I'm here today to see who can build the ultimate sandwich. All right, when the time is up, our judges will give you their scores. Ready, set, go! Okay, Jason starts out with a multi-grain roll. Ooh, Allison stuffing her pita with, yes, spinach, a great source of iron. Jason isn't skipping on the protein, adding plenty of smoked turkey, just like Allison's putting the finishing touches with crispy red bell peppers for a dose of vitamin A. Time! It looks like we have a tie. We'll need to call in our special guest referee.
Now, these are what I call quick, delicious lunches. Whole grain breads, a whole variety of ingredients. There are so many different ways to build delicious, healthy sandwiches. These two get high marks in every category. I'd say you're both winners. America.
Let's get healthy together.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
Let's begin on the NBA hardwood, where the New York Knicks steamrolled the Miami Heat for the second time this season. Leading scorer Carmelo Anthony was forced to the sidelines Thursday night, roughly 20 minutes before game time, with a laceration on his hand, an injury he suffered the game before. No Melo, no problem. Behind point guard Ray Felton, the orange and blue went out and crushed the rival Heat 112-92. Felton netted a season-high 27 points in a rematch of last season's playoff with Miami, the team that went on to win the NBA Finals. Felton was hot, and so were the Knicks from downtown. They hit 18 threes in the contest. The two teams have certainly renewed their rivalry, and the matchup is beginning to look more like the days of Riley and Van Gundy. New York is now 14-4. The Knicks will return to the Garden Sunday to host Denver before traveling to Brooklyn for a rematch with the Nets. As for the Nets, the BK is right behind the Knickerbockers at 11-6, second in the Atlantic. The Nets host Golden State tonight in Brooklyn and welcome Milwaukee on Sunday. The Nets have some injury concerns of their own. Center Brook Lopez, who missed the last 3 games due to a mild right foot sprain, went through a light workout on Thursday, but he won't be available for Friday night's game. I would expect to see him back either Sunday or Tuesday for the big matchup with the Knicks. Look who's back in. As suggested on Monday Morning morning opened by yours truly. The New York Jets feel the same and will turn back to starter Mark Sanchez on Sunday in Jacksonville. Greg McElroy will likely serve as the backup and could possibly receive some snaps if Sanchez struggles again. Meanwhile, Tim Tebow returns to his hometown, but will likely do so as a spectator, still recovering from 2 fractured ribs. Jets head coach Rex Ryan said Tebow is not ready to return to the lineup. Gang Green will be trying to win 2 in a row for the first time this season. I say they do it. I'll take a bounce-back performance from Sanchez and the Jets in Jacksonville. 2-touchdown victory in my book. I was concerned about the Giants on Monday night in Washington, and I felt that the game would likely be decided by 3 points or fewer. A late TD by the Redskins and some well-executed defense and running down the stretch pinned the Giants to a 17-16 defeat. Things are getting much tighter in the NFC East. The Giants are 7-5 now, and Washington and Dallas have rebounded and are right behind at 6-6. Big Blue returns home for a mid-Sunday matchup with the New Orleans Saints. Kickoff is slated for 4:25 p.m. at MetLife Stadium. The Giants may be without top wide receiver Hakeem Nicks. Nicks' knee is bothering him. His sore left knee forced him to miss practice on Thursday. He could be a game-time decision on Sunday. As for the family Manning, Eli Manning's big brother Peyton has the Denver Broncos cooking on the West Coast. The Broncos won their 8th straight Thursday night, topping the Oakland Raiders 26-13 on an evening when the NFL celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Could the Manning brothers be on a collision course for the New Orleans Super Bowl and the Super Bowl? Wouldn't that be something? Time for some quick hitters. The baseball winter meetings wrapped up, and the Bronx Bombers stay true to their desire to cut payroll moving forward by not making any big splashes during the week. The Yankees, however, do like former Boston Red Sox and current free agent Kevin Youkilis, the Greek god of walks, as he is described in the film and book Moneyball. Wrapped up the season with the Chicago White Sox, the Bombers have reportedly offered him a 1-year, $12 million deal to fill in for Alex Rodriguez. Hip surgery will sideline A-Rod for up to 6 months. This latest injury is actually to the other hip than the one he already had surgery on. The rival Red Sox made some of the bigger moves during the meetings this week, signing power-hitting catcher Mike Napoli and speedy outfielder Shane Victorino. The Philadelphia Phillies are also major players with some of the best on the market right now. They acquired Ben Revere from the Minnesota Twins before the meetings came to a close. This time of year is for wheeling and dealing when it comes to baseball, but it's also about the spirit of giving back, perhaps the flip side of a sport that sometimes appears far too greedy. Locally here in the Bronx, Derek Jeter hasn't forgotten about the kids. His Turn 2 Foundation hosted an event on Wednesday night at the stadium, and now the Bronx Bombers will once again celebrate the holidays in grand fashion today with their 3rd annual Winter Wonderland. The event takes place from 3 to 7 p.m. in conjunction with the Bronx Borough President's Office and Legends Hospitality. It has drawn 5,000 local children in each of the past 2 years. Log on to Yankees.com for more. One other great piece of news from Yankee Land: the National Baseball Hall of Fame announced that former Yankee owner Colonel Jacob Ruppert has been posthumously elected to Cooperstown. Keeping it local, Florida men's basketball will visit St. John's Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Buy your tickets today. Across town, Manhattan men's basketball will look to rebound from a defeat Sunday against George Washington. The Jaspers are in Poughkeepsie tonight to face Marist. And on a final sports roundup note, earlier in the week, Brooklyn's Erasmus Hall topped Tottenville in the PSAL high school football title game at Yankee Stadium. Instant classic, final score 15-14 in favor of the Brooklynites. Those are the headlines. Let's hit the C-list for one more closer look at the Heisman race. Saturday night, our BronxNet cameras will once again be rolling as we turn our attention back to college football and put the Heisman under the spotlight. A few weeks ago, before its #1 ranking, I proclaimed Notre Dame the best football team in the country. The old-fashioned eyeball test only reassured that for me. A trip to South Bend to see the Irish play their final home game of the season. We'll show you an insider clip of that in the coming weeks before the BCS National Championship game really put their year in perspective for me. Of course, let me preface this with some bias, having grown up with a love of Notre Dame football. However, when it comes to sports, I have the ability to keep it objective, and I have certainly done so here. That leads me to the race for the Heisman. The Irish fought for respect the entire season. Defense is typically not as sexy as offense when it comes to excitement, but realize this: Notre Dame plays efficiently and effectively and does so by playing D. The anchor of that defense is college football's best all-around player, in my estimation, the most valuable player, Manti Te'o. and he should win the Heisman on Saturday night. He rebounded from the death of his grandmother and his girlfriend 4 days apart this season to lead Notre Dame to an undefeated dream season. He also won 6 major awards since the end of the regular season, including the Bednarik Award for Top Defensive Player and the Walter Camp Foundation Player of the Year Award on Thursday. Manti beat out those same players that he's up against for the Heisman, and he should do so again and the same on Saturday night. Let's hope the voters give him the same respect it took them all season long to give Notre Dame in the polls. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. We'll have more open back after this.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
There is also a very attractive extended warranty option that includes free service and parts for the next 5 years. But there's no need for you to get that. You failed to get the test you needed at the doctor that would have detected disease early enough where it could have been treated. So you won't be around in 2 years to see him grow up, which means the warranty would be useless. Okay, sign here, please.
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
I remember how much you said you liked mine. Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice.
Charles.
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Did you know that getting up and getting active for just 60 minutes a day is all it takes to help you get stronger, look better, and feel great?
Or that fresh fruits and veggies aren't just healthier and crunchier, they can taste better too?
Eating better and getting more active is easier than you think.
Yeah! Keep watching for some fun and easy ways to discover the magic of healthy living in your life.
America.
Let's get healthy together!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Open. And hip hop has its roots in the Bronx, so we're glad to highlight these next guests that is in our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
The SXSBX, that is Festival at Hostos, celebrates hip-hop's Bronx roots, and we've got some of the artists here to tell us more about what to expect. We're going to hit it off with DJ Illinois and DJ Charlie Hustle, and then we got Rod Stars, MC Elijah, Black, and Hypnotic, who will all be performing at the SXSBX. Let's give it up for the DJs!
One, two. 1, 2.
Yes.
1, 2. 1, 2.
It's the South by South Bronx Hip Hop Festival, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's bring that beat in.
Yeah. I go by the name of Hypnotic.
Representing the RDAC BX. This is Rod Stars.
My name is Hypnotic. Yes, sir.
We're gonna have a little freestyle cipher. Yo, peep it. Hey, here we go. Come on, look, yo. This is Rod Stars, representing Rebel Diaz, Bronx Open. Man, what up, Buenos Dias? I'd like to invite you to the festival. Grab microphones, burn it down like chemicals. This is hip-hop music, man, don't lose it. I'm a hip-hop fan, I'm also a hip-hop student. Go to the workshop December 14th. You can learn something, you could be a team. Getting some knowledge. December 14th, Hostos Community College.
My name's Hypnotic from RDAC BX. Every time we come through, we flex like D-Tex on the block when the youth get stopped. Every time we rock, guaranteed non-stop.
Rondo when he ballin' the way I pass it off, but no, I am not in Boston. I am in Lehman. I smash him like He-Man.
I am in Lehman. December 15th, I will be on the stage. I will be dreaming. I will see Africa Bambaataa, DJ Kool Herc on the stage. We will slaughter. Represent hip hop. Represent the culture. Corporations, we not with them. They all vultures.
They all vultures on our culture, and now they swabbling, they hovering. The government seeing us talking, but we just keep on walking. We keep on squawking.
Yeah, we keep on walking. You two jerks, you can't stop me. I take it back like Kool Herc in the beginning, and plus I'm cocky. Knock him out like Rocky. Go ahead and pass it off to Raji.
Yo, they say do the knowledge, they say do the math, but on the 15th we gonna be with Grandmaster Caz. Yup. Represent the BX. We got Brand Nubian represented with Sadat X.
We got Sadat X. We got Kool Herc. We got Bambaataa. So what you wanna? We do it proper. We don't chopper. We hover over the whackness like helicopter.
AKA the ghetto birds. I come in with these ghetto words. In other words, we gon' be in the college, but I didn't go to one of those. I just be coming with the super hot like the sun with flows.
Deck BX, my favorite collective. You could get a new perspective, a new lesson. Fight oppression, fight police, do everything, cause we always in the street.
Once again, I'm Hypnotic. I'm from RDAC BX. Yes, we got an event on the next Friday. That's the day you can see us doing workshops. Guaranteed they are hot.
And that'll be the 14th and the 15th. When this boy speaks, you will get the knowledge. No, my thoughts is not polished, but still I'm shining. Yo, if you ain't there, you must be at home reclining.
You reclining, that means that you sleeping. I'ma do my thing cause I'm never gonna be weeping. You can see the cry, but you can see the pain. But you can see me going against the grain.
Yeah, as he said, our DAC BX, we got Sadat X. We got a lot of dudes that's gonna flex. And we up inside Lehman, you know that we free men. So every time we come through, we like Navy or Seamen.
Navy or Seamen, I don't be with those these days. And plus we got my son and C-Raising. Why see the cynic? And yes, we be the RDAC BX. Now who you gonna see next?
Who you gonna see next might be Rebel Diaz, might be Rod Stars, might be DJ EI, or me, DJ Illinois, bringing ill noise. You might see some crazy cool B-boys.
See, B-boys, you know we do it right. Plus we got an event tonight called Boogie Mikes. We about to do it real fresh, done at 8 or 9, I don't know, but guaranteed it's gonna be fine.
And yeah, it's gonna be fine, and yeah, it's gonna be fly. And you can check the 4 train, the 149th, or you can catch the 2 train. If you ain't doing that, then you must be at home listening to 2 Chainz.
You could get on the bus to BX19, get off at the concourse. And of course, I got a course, that means I'm raw, got an ill meal. Do it independent, man, never had a deal.
Never had a deal, yo, up inside my face. Yo, we got an event tonight at Austin Place. That's in the BX if you don't really know. So I think I will let my brother E flow.
Okay, you said Austin Place, but you forgot the 4, the 8, and the 7 in between it. That means the address is 478. I'm sleeping on a mattress because I just ate and I'm sorta kinda hungry. Pardon me if I keep going, but I'll be running plays sorta like T. Owens. His name is Terrell. I make you sit, get well, and you can check us out next Saturday. What you gotta say?
Thank you everybody for bumping this team. So we on the Bronx Net with Rena Valentine. This is how we do this. We on cable TV. Everybody see me. MC Rod Stars, killing with the bars. They say we superstars. I highlight like TV sets at sports bars.
Yeah, sports bars. Damn, I almost messed up my little spot. But that's all right, I'm hot. Guaranteed to make it hot. When it comes to lyricals, I'm guaranteed to make a shot.
Okay, I guess it's my turn again. I grab the microphone, spit that flame and make them burn again. No, I ain't concerned with them unless I be the one that's on stage. I ain't put this on a page.
This is my turn to invite my favorite diva, so come holla, come over here, Rena. It's time for us to do the interview. Come holla at us, it's the RDAC BX crew.
Woo! Holla! Holla is right. That was hot. That was the hottest promo I have ever seen. All right, so let's just shout out who everybody is here so that everybody knows, because I introduced all of you, and you know I know Rod, so yeah, Rod.
Peace, I'm Rod Stars representing Rebel Diaz.
Woo! Rod Stars in the house.
I go by the name of Hypnotic, and you know me.
Oh, I do know you. I'm sorry, Hypnotic.
I actually cut my dreads so she doesn't remember me. That's what it is.
I'm sorry,
I know you had
sorry.
dreads, man. I go by the name MC Elijah Black, representing the RDAC BX crew. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and then we got the DJs in the house, Charlie Hustle and
DJ Illinois is ripping it up.
DJ's the foundation of hip hop.
That is the foundation. You guys are hot. They did a nice little battle there with 3 turntables, right?
Yeah.
And that's the original way to DJ.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like iPod DJs, you know. And we're not hating, but you know that's how it was really done, right? Back in the days with the jams where they used to plug in the actual systems.
light pole.
Yeah, I said that.
That's
We're
right.
going back to that.
Yeah.
We're going back to that. So tell us a little bit about that. I just brought us back a little bit, but you know, the idea is what you guys put together is like kind of going back into time, presenting for the next generation through these methods. So give it up.
We want to really just, before anything, say this is a hip hop festival. This is not a rap music industry festival. We are
Nice.
not funded by any, you know what I'm saying, corporate sponsors. This is a hip hop festival for the people and by the people. It's called South by South Bronx.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the birthplace of hip hop, and we want to let, you know what I'm saying, have a space where young people can not only, you know what I'm saying, have access to the pioneers. You know what I mean? We have Africa Bambaataa. DJ Kool Herc will be in the building. This is a 2-day festival, December 14th and December 15th. Friday, December 14th, Saturday, December 15th. December 14th are going to be the workshops, okay? So, you know what I mean? Y'all know how RDAC BX and Rebel Diaz roll.
yes.
We want to obviously, you know what I mean, get these young people to get some info, to get some information that
Right.
sometimes school ain't teaching them.
Right.
Or that the TV show ain't
Right,
teaching them.
right.
So
It's
we
once
got
again
the workshops.
social awareness
Right,
through
you
the
know what I mean?
arts. That's
Power
what-
to the
Right.
people all
That's
day.
it, yeah.
So December 14th, we got the workshops. And we have amazing workshops. We have the DJ, you know what I mean, workshop is being taught by Grand Wizard Theater, who invented the scratch. The breakdancing and history of hip-hop dance workshop is being taught by Podmaster Fable. Hypnotic is going to be doing spit workshop and MC workshop.
Nice,
You know what I mean?
nice.
Those are just some of the workshops. And then Saturday is the Hip Hop Festival from 1 to 5 p.m. And we're going to have a conversation with Africa Bambaataa, DJ Kool Herc. We got Grandmaster Cass from Cold Crush performing, Sadat X from Brand Nubian, Rebel Diaz, the whole RDAC BX crew is going to be there. YC the City is going to be on stage. My son, you know, shouts to my son. The brother came through and said, I'll do anything for the youth. So, you know, shout outs to artists that are giving back to the community and that are being a part of this. Circa 95, La Bruja, Flaco Navaja. It's
Bronx
a Bronx
artists.
All-Stars.
That's
Bronx artists.
nice. And that's December 14th and December 15th.
At Hostos Community College.
In the main
Yeah.
stage, right?
Main
which
stage,
means
yeah,
it's going to be a
And
huge
it's
event.
Free.
That's the favorite thing. Woo!
It's
Woo!
gratis.
That is how we're doing it here, all right? Making sure that everybody gets a piece of it, not for those selective few. It's not for those
all
selective
ages.
few.
It's free. Bring the families. Bring the kids.
Woo!
You already know. More information: www.sxsbx.org. I like the rhythm you was doing too
nice.
early. You
Yeah,
already
you
know.
It was almost rapping.
We end
It
with
was
that.
almost
Let's
rapping.
do it. Let's go.
We can. All right. Wait. The way it goes. All right, I gotta get all ready because they're wrapping me up, and it's like for more on the festival. All right, for more on the festival at Hostos, you can go to the SXSBX.org. I said SXSBX.org. That's it. Woo! All right, that's all the time we have. Thanks for coming through, guys. Woo! Look who's here, everybody. Woo! We like to thank all our guests for coming
RDAC
through.
BX
our
is for the
viewers
children.
For tuning in. You missed any part of the show, Recablecast 295, 10 p.m. And past episodes are available 24/7 by going to BronxNet.org. Once again, I'm Rina Valentin, and from everyone here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Woo! Adios! We're going out BX style, right, Mama? We dance? Come on, yes, she dances. Let's do it, baby. Go, 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 Charles!
For you. Hey, Mom.
You know, girls, I used to cheer back in my day. Ready? Okay!